Hello and welcome to my channel, and today we're going to be checking out 7 things that shocked me in Poland. If you're curious about Europe or you want to visit Poland, watch to the end. Poland is one of the fastest growing country in Europe, and honestly many and me don't know how life is like in Poland, and I hope this video give us an insight of that. If you're new here, consider liking, subscribe to the channel, watch to the end, and let's get right into it.
Dzień dobry, cześć, and hello. Today, guys, I'm going to be sharing the 7 shocking things about Poland when I first went over to Poland. So these are kind of some of the things that really surprised me when I first went over to Poland, and I figured I might as well share this list with you because it's kind of special to me, and I'm sure some of you who are going to travel to Poland could also hear this list. So without further ado, let's get started. Alright, so number 1 on my list might sound obvious to a lot of people, but it's quality of food. Okay, so how do I say this? Most of the food there just seems to have this overall better quality of a taste. It seems like, for example, the vegetables were picked at the right time and grown properly, and it tastes like the meat has almost a better quality to it. So I think European countries have this higher standard to cooking and harvesting foods.
Yeah, I really think this is something I've noticed. Meat these days, I think from when I was a kid till now, has kind of lose its quality. I just can't explain it, but I just know that the meat don't taste the same. Like, I don't know how to explain that. Yeah. If you are experiencing something like this too, please comment in the comment section down below. Obviously, most of you guys live in Poland and your meat has quality, but we that live outside Poland, I noticed the reduce in quality of meat over the years.
That equates to overall a better meal. And also, a bit of a side note, McDonald's in Poland is much better than in the States.
Wow,
I don't know how to really describe it because it's hard for me to tell you the taste, but
yeah, I get you.
Better. It really tastes more real. In the States, it just looks so plain and bland, and it also tastes that way too. But in Poland, it tastes much better. Like the burgers, the Big Macs, all of that. It's just, I don't know, it's just much better. But I have talked to a couple Polish people who also work at McDonald's, and they say the same thing that we have a problem with here, which is that no one cleans the ice cream machine.
Ooh.
So I think like the ice cream machines just never get cleaned worldwide. I think that's just like a common thing now. But yeah, the food is just much better overall. Alright, number 2 on this list is hearing and seeing the language. Now, I'm completely not used to Slavic languages. Now, you can ask most Americans, they're used to more of the Romantic languages, mainly Spanish. And yeah, I mean, seeing and hearing Polish was almost mind-boggling to me. But I really enjoy the sound of Polish. I really like the Polish language a lot. But yeah, I don't know. I guess it's just me personally, but I really like to see and hear the language. I really think it sounds really cool. And I've told people this before, but it kind of sounds like this Italian/Portuguese mixed with a Slavic language. That's what it kind of sounds like to me. Uczyć po polsku I kocham ci po polsku. And a side note on this one, I think it's like the second most hardest language for an English-speaking person to learn, I'm pretty sure. And the amount of consonant clusters to see in the language is just crazy. I mean,
actually, really I can relate to this because most people I do, I can't actually pronounce the name. I just have to put it on Google Translate just to translate it to English so I can understand it. So, understand is one of the hardest English for someone that speaks English to learn.
For English people to pronounce the words and really kind of get into the zone with the language, but it is possible, and there's tons of people who have learned Polish and can speak it fluently.
Yeah, so many people.
Remember, it's always possible to still learn. I'm in the never-ending process of it myself. Alright, so number 3 on this list is that Poland is such a safe country, and this really shocked me. Like, you can go out at night and feel completely comfortable if you're a guy or a girl. I mean, you could just go out.
I was just seeing a video that was comparing Poland and the UK, and I was so surprised how safe Poland was. So seeing this on the list, I'm not actually shocked because I feel like if you know Poland, this is common knowledge.
And you are not going to get bothered by anyone. No one's going to pester you. The only thing with that I would say is that sometimes there are some random drunk people, and with that, you know, if they're intoxicated on a substance, you don't know what they're gonna do. I've had a few run-ins with some drunk people in Poland. For instance, here's a small story. I was in an ice cream store getting ice cream, and this drunk guy comes in and he's basically like throwing slurs at people, going up to their tables and talking to them. And he didn't throw punches or anything like that, but he did get kicked out. But that's really the only crazy thing I've seen in Poland, is like a drunk person going crazy. I've never seen them, hitting people or throwing things at all. But I mean, you just never know with drunk people in the first place. But besides that, Poland is such a safe country, and I've never had to worry about anything ever. And even at some of the bus stops and bus stations that look a little bit sketchy, I've never had an issue, ever. So don't be an American or Westerner and think that there's going to be some evil Polish guy named Janusz sitting at the corner, or, at the bazaar, the markets, saying, jakiś problem, what's the problem, or something like that. It's just not going to happen there. So just don't worry. It's a safe country. Go to it. Okay, so this may sound weird to some people, but the old towns in Poland, Stare Miasto, honestly to me seem like an amusement park. It looks like Disney World or something like that. It looks like this beautiful preservation of history.
Yeah,
it really feels like
I keep saying this. Poland looks so unreal to foreigners. Like, it looks so unreal. It looks like a novel, like something drawn out of a novel. The building looks so well preserved. Like, the buildings, the streets just scream history. Everything looks so historical. I cannot explain this enough, but anytime we add to Poland cities, and I just keep getting this same vibe, like something from the fairy tale, something from a movie, castle, kind of, what do you call it, townhouse. You see, like it seems I see in story like all this book story or novel like cartoons. So Poland is like a walking history.
going back in time to the old town. And most cities have old towns. Some of them are kind of the same as others, but some of them just have these extremely unique features. In Gdańsk, you can see these incredible Gothic architectures of the buildings and the churches, and these long, narrow side streets with these just beautiful views and colors on the walls. I mean, it's just absolutely beautiful, and it's something you really have to see in any Polish town that you go to. Okay, so number 5 on this list is that Polish people are really wholesome and honest. Number 1, to me, they seem like they like Americans a lot, so you're not going to go there and expect them to honestly just dislike you because of the politics of your country or whatnot. Like, you're not going to have that problem. They're typically going to like Americans overall. So I wanted to say that, but there's also this thing with Polish people where you really know if they're happy or not. Like, Polish people don't put on this facade or, this fake mask like Americans tend to do, where, it's like, oh, how are you doing? Oh, I'm doing great. Everything's joyful and stuff. It's not like that in Poland. People are just straight up and to the point. If they're having a bad day, they're going to tell you that. And if they're having a good day, they're going to tell you that.
Yeah.
And if they're happy.
Saying it now, I'm thinking of someone actually telling me he's having a bad day. That sounds weird. Because overall, everybody's having a good day. No matter how bad your life is, like, how you doing? I'm fine. I'm doing great. Like, today is fine. Today is a good day. And that's a lie. We lie a lot. So yeah, actually listening to someone telling me that he's having a bad day, it sounds odd to me because that's not what everyone is used to hearing. But actually, that's being honest, and I like that. I would actually like someone to tell me, "Oh, today is not so great for me." Like, just be plain honest. I want to know how that actually feels like.
They're going to show you that. So just bear that in mind. And a side note with this one is that Polish people aren't like a southern town in the States. They're not going to, go up to you, oh, hey, how are you doing? Hold the door open, and, they don't have that southern charm, but they do have the southern hospitality. And they're, like I said, they're not going to go up to you or like, say hi, how are you doing as you walk by them down the street like you can see in America. But they're still extremely nice people once they open up. All right, so number 6 on this list is the clean transportation, okay? I was actually really shocked by this because I went into Warsaw and we go into like the tunnel and the metro, I guess it's called.
Funny, I just finished watching a video comparing the public transport system to the one in the UK. I don't know, I see a lot of comparisons between Poland and UK these days, being that UK is one of like the biggest country in Europe. Like, I was damn surprised how clean it was. If anything caught my attention was how modernized and how clean the transportation system was. Like, it's not common seeing a public transport being clean because it's public. Anything that have to do with public doesn't come with the same sense of being clean. And seeing that, I was really amazed. And the guy made a comment in the video saying that most Polish video complain about the transport system or rank it to be average. I was like, nah, this can't be average. Because from a foreigner point of view, it's like number one, like one of one, because you don't get to see public system that kind of keeps the time, they're clean, and they're comfortable, reliable, everything in one sentence. Like, so yeah, Poland have that one for me.
And we were taking the train from like an area of Warsaw to another area of Warsaw, and it was so clean and quiet. It
Modernized
was
looking.
insane. I was thinking, wow, like this must be brand new. And you know, coming from like the New York City metro, I mean, that place looks like a dump compared to the metro in Poland. I mean, it's just absolutely clean, and also people are just really courteous and respectful of each other. And I don't know, it was awesome. It was a really cool experience. Okay, so leading on to the last point there with transportation is that the accessibility of public transportation in Poland is honestly something that really shocked me. Okay, so as most people are aware, the public transportation in the US really sucks. Now, some towns and some cities, it's actually okay and it's pretty good, but overall and in general, it's pretty bad. Okay, so now the public transportation in Poland will take you anywhere. Like, you can go from any little small town typically to anywhere in Poland pretty easily by bus,
That's
by
good.
train, I mean, whatever you want. Like, there's so many different options, and it's really easy to, for example, if you're getting onto a city bus, you can change the language to English if you want, or even I think Russian as well. And I mean, it's just really easy to access and kind of get through where you're going. And leading on with that, most people also speak a little bit of English, so if you're having trouble, you can always ask. But yeah, all the videos you watched before, we got to all of the towns we did through public transportation. We took buses, we took trains, and we got everywhere we ever wanted to. We never really had any issues at all. And it's also pretty affordable too. Now, not just with public transportation in Poland, but also if you wanted to fly from Poland to go to any other European country, it's super easy, it's super cheap, and there's also lots of airports. There's not
Yeah,
just
I saw somebody was like saying from UK to Poland, I think it's £10. If I'm not mistaken. Then someone corrected that in the comment section saying it's £14. That's actually cheap. Like, that's very, very cheap. Over here, like local flight, no international flight, it costs almost like $150 or not even $200, depending on the time, it's the festive season. So paying £10 or £14 is too cheap. Like, it's very cheap. I could not believe that a European country can be this cheap, because I have this view of European country to be expensive because of the high tax. So seeing how cheap Poland is, you don't know how blowing that is to me. Like, a European country being this cheap, like £14 taking international flights, insane, crazy.
Warsaw, Chopin Airport. There's like so many different other airports. I know Katowice, Gdańsk, Krakow, Łódź, like so many other ones.
That's one of my favorite
Lublin
cities.
even. So you really shouldn't have any trouble taking it.
Tell me if all these things you say is actually true. Please comment in the comment section. If you live in Poland and this things you're saying is actually true, please tell me in the comment section down below. I want to hear from other people's point of view. So tell me how it's like living in Poland. How's the experience like? Is it like this? Or is some things like, was it like this and it's not more like this anymore? Please just tell me in the comment section down below.
Cheap flight to really any other European country. Alright guys, that was the 7 things that shocked me when I first went over to Poland. So if you feel like you have anything else you wanted to add to this list, then just
Yeah, add
comment
in the
down
comment
below.
section
And as
below.
always, stay tuned for the next one. Dziękuję i do widzenia.
Yeah, this is really impressive. Like, Poland is blowing my mind for like the past 2 years right now. Like, all the videos about Poland just keep blowing me away. Like, you guys are really amazing. Like, I have to put that out. Poland, the Polish people, the Poles, you guys are really amazing, because it's once for the government to do something, as once for the people to actually cooperate to maintain that stuff. So you guys are really amazing. If you like videos like this, Polish videos like this, please subscribe to the channel. And I hope to see you in my next video. Stay safe and bye for now, guys.